This is going to be a secret reading for Leo. From this reading, we will be able to see the energies on the surface and the ones that are mirroring them underneath the surface. And what we see from this reading is someone from the past who started to think about you again and who wants to return something, an item, something personal back to you. With the first card at the top of the reading, we have the High Priestess. And what we're seeing here is that you're probably going through a time where you are getting messages from within. You're starting to think about this person as though they were trying to connect with you on a certain level. With the High Priestess, in fact, we have a time where you are really focused on your inner voice. There are maybe factors and things around you that wouldn't make you think about this attempt coming from them to trying to communicate something to you. And mainly because probably you are not hearing from them. They've been acting cold and distant. Maybe after a breakup, there is nothing around you as far as actions and events that would make you think that this person is thinking about you at all. But whenever you silence all the voices around you and just focus on the way you feel and your intuition, your gut, you keep thinking that there's still something there and that they are still connected to you in a certain way. And whenever you're having those thoughts, whenever all of a sudden throughout your day you see them in front of you, or there is something that it's reminding you of them, from what we see underneath the surface is that you are connecting with them on an emotional level still. In fact, what we see right underneath the High Priestess is the other end. If here we had you, on the other end we have them. And they are radiating this energy that comes from the wands. And this is exactly what it's triggering, these thoughts that you're having. From what the cards are saying, you are right in thinking that lately they have been trying to connect with you. There is something that started recently that is really pushing them towards trying to find a way to tell you something. And so right here we see them maybe struggling in planning the best option that they have in order to connect with you and in order to tell you something that we will see soon is very specific. But before we get there, we can see a little bit of what happened whenever you broke up, whenever your connection ended. We see, in fact, from them and probably from you as well, that you immediately started going out there and maybe dating other people, talking to other people, and trying to not only get distracted by the breakup, but also wanting to start all over and wanting to be happy again. This is definitely telling us that for them, regardless of the fact that they showed it or not, it was not an easy breakup. It was not something that made them happy at all. And so all they thought they could do at this point was to distract themselves with other people and overall keep an eye open for someone else to fill that void that was created when you broke up. But right underneath the Seven of Cups, we have the Four of Cups, which is instead telling us that these options and the search that they were putting their energy and focus on was really not making them happy. Right here we have an energy that talks about apathy and not being satisfied with what you have around you. In this card, we can see them being frustrated, having to go back to dating. They really didn't want to do this. They didn't want to play those games again, talking to people, maybe being stood up, having to meet, to introduce yourself, to talk about yourself. Right here, instead, they're thinking, if I could only go back to the person who already knows me, to the person who learned to love me as I am. And right here, we definitely see still the attempt, but every person that they are with, first of all, they get frustrated because they have to go through the whole process, but also when they compare them to you, they just feel as though they're not enough. And right here with the Princess of Pentacles, I really believe that what they're coming forward with right now is a specific object that once belonged to you. And right now, they want to use that as an excuse to talk to you. They want to use it so that they can send you a message without letting you know what the real meaning behind that message is. And they are coming in a very gentle way, almost as though it doesn't even matter if you're going to reply or not, or it doesn't even matter if you even meet, for you to have this thing that they want to return to you. But the truth being is that they definitely want to meet, because as said, this is just an excuse to see if you're still thinking about them as well. Are you with someone else? Did you really move on 100%? Or maybe there is still something that we can do here to fix the situation. With the Ten of Swords, we can tell that they were never able to fully move on, and that when this ended, other than focusing or trying to focusing on other people, they felt lost. And so they were trying to find not only someone new, but they were trying to find themselves again, what they wanted, what they wanted to fight for in life, what goals they had. They felt as though a cycle came to an end, and they were really sad about it, as you can tell by this card. They felt completely out of control, and that's why also probably they completely went silent, and that made you think that they were not ever considering talking to you again. And in order to understand how these energies will evolve in the immediate future, how they will come forward and let you know that they want to give you something, make sure to check out the extended reading link below. And if you want me to do a follow-up reading at the end of the month to see what new messages we can get for this situation, make sure to comment down below with #-follow-up, and I will do a reading for the videos with the highest number of hashtags.